everyone. This is R. Sudhakar Reddy, Assistant Professor, Department of Mining Engineering, Aditya University. So far, we have covered topics related to Mines Act, mine rules, coal mines regulations, mine rescue rules, MCDR means Mineral Conservation Development Rules, and MVTR, Mine Vocational Training Rules. Today, we are going to cover Mines and Mineral Regulation Development Act. What is the learning outcome means? After this lecture, students are able to know about royalties, dead rents, and what is the amount of royalty, what is the amount of dead rent, what is the maximum prospecting lease area one can acquire, and what is the maximum mining lease area one can acquire. So these are the details they can know after this lecture. So before going to this in depth, one should understand some terminology. What is minor mineral and what is major mineral? Minor mineral means building stones, gravel, ordinary clay, ordinary sand, other than sand used for prescribed purposes, any other mineral which the central government may, by notification in the official gazettes, declare to be minor mineral. So we generally teach like this: whatever the materials which are used in the building purposes, generally we just revolt. But of course, it was specified like that: building stones, gravel, ordinary clay. These are all used in the building purposes. So these are all called minor minerals, and the minerals other than minor minerals are classified as the major minerals. Sometimes central government will change minor to major or major to minor, depends, and they will publish it in the official gazette. Reconnaissance operations means any operations undertaking for preliminary prospecting. So prospecting, again preliminary prospecting of a mineral through regional, aerial, geophysical or geochemical surveys or geological mapping, but does not including pitting, trenching. This pitting, trenching, drilling comes under exploration part. So whatever the exploration techniques, you have to exclude that one and remaining that one, just like geophysical, geochemical, and this aerial, this comes under preliminary prospecting, nothing but reconnaissance operations. So restrictions on the grant of PL or mining leases. A state government shall not grant a RP, that is reconnaissance permit, PL, prospecting lease or mining lease. It can't grant in some terms and conditions. So what are the things which they can't grant means RP, PL or ML to any person unless such person is Indian national. So the government of India doesn't sanctions RP, ML or PL to a foreigner. Or a company as defined in subsection 1 of the section 3 of the Companies Act and satisfies such conditions as may be prescribed. So even group of individuals can apply for either RP or PL or ML also, but provided that all individuals of that group shall be Indian nationals. In case of a firm or other association of individuals, only if all the members of the firm are members of the association are citizens of India, and in case of any individual, only if he is a citizen of India. So only Indians are eligible to apply for RP or PL or ML. And maximum area for which a prospecting lease or mining lease may be granted. No person shall acquire in respect of any mineral or prescribed group of associated minerals one or more prospecting leases covering a total area of more than 25 square kilometers. This is the related to PL. It may be an individual or it may be a group of people or it may be more than one or two prospecting leases. So total maximum area of this prospecting lease should not exceed 25 square kilometers. This is regarding prospecting lease. Keep underline. And coming to reconnaissance permit, one or more reconnaissance permit covering a total of 10,000 square kilometers. This is also related to a person or group of persons, but maybe one RP or more than or two RP or more than that one. So maximum extent of RP should not exceed 10,000 square kilometers. In case of PL, it should be 25 square kilometers. In case of mining lease, it is 10 square kilometers. So reconnaissance means generally it is a preliminary prospecting. It should be a vast area. So it is 10,000 square kilometers. And coming to, then again you have to stick to some micro level, that is 25 square kilometers in respect of that is prospecting lease. Again you have to come down, so that is mining lease is called 10 square kilometers. You have to pay actually dead rent for this 10 square kilometers also. That's why you have to be very judicious in selecting the area for mining lease, because you have to pay dead rent as well as royalty, all these things. No need to pay dead rent for the place which you are not going to do anything means, so you have to curtail the mining lease also. Coming to the periods for which prospecting leases may be granted or renewed. The period for which RP or prospecting lease may be granted shall not exceed 3 years. So, whether it is a reconnaissance permit or prospecting lease, the validity is 3 years. But a prospecting lease shall, if the state government is satisfied that longer period is required to enable the license to complete the prospecting operations, be renewed for such period or periods as the government may specify. They can renew for one term or two terms depending upon the how the leaseholder, that is prospecting leaseholder, shall convince the state government. So naturally, the term of PL or RP is 3 years, but it can be renewed depending upon the terms and conditions. Periods for which mining leases may be granted or renewed. The maximum period for each mining lease may be granted shall not exceed 30 years. So this one. A mining lease may be renewed for a period of not exceeding 20 years. So renewal this one. So once 30 years is over, you are not able to take out complete mineral, then it can be renewed for another 20 years also. Again here T and C apply also. Period of extra means renewal, that is called the term of RP or PL is 3 years and term of ML is 30 years. And royalties in respect of mining leases. This is one of the important thing. The holder of mining lease granted before the commencement of this act shall notwithstanding anything, because commencement of this act means it happened in the 1957 actually, but it is renewed in the 1972. The holder of mining lease granted before the commencement of this act shall notwithstanding anything contained in the instrument of lease or in any law in force at such commencement pay royalty in respect of the mineral removed or consumed. So royalty to be paid if the mineral is removed or mineral is consumed. If not done, no need to pay royalty by him or his agent, manager, employee, contractor, whoever pays. So after such commencement at the rate of time being specified in the second schedule, these royalties are specified in the second schedule. How much to be paid? It is varied between mineral to mineral. The holder of mining lease, whether granted before or after the commencement of MMRDA, shall not be liable to pay any royalty in respect of coal consumed by the workmen engaged in the colliery, provided that such consumption does not exceed 1/3 of the ton per month. This is before the commencement of the act actually. If he has consumed 1 ton, 1/3 of ton per month actually. There are some exceptions for this MMRDA. But they need to pay the royalty which is prescribed in the second schedule of MMRDA. Coming to the dead rent to be paid by the lessee. The holder of the mining lease, whether granted before or after the commencement of Mines and Minerals Regulation Development Act, shall notwithstanding anything contained in the instrument of lease or in another law of the time being in force, pay to the state government every year dead rent at such rate as may be prescribed for this timing, the third schedule. So, second schedule speaks about the rates of royalty. Third schedule speaks about the rate of dead rent. But once dead rent is paid, generally for first year, because they don't produce or they don't consume, means dead rent is collected from the mine owner. It is paid to the government. If they are paying royalty, no need to pay the dead rent. The central government may, by notification in the official gazette, amend the third schedule so as to enhance or reduce the rate at which the dead rent shall be payable in respect of any area covered by the mining lease, and such enhancements or reduction shall take effect from such date. So the central government has power to increase or decrease the rates, whether it may be royalty or it may be dead rent. Similarly, I told you at the starting years also, they have power to change the mineral from minor to major and major to minor also. The central government is having all powers. And these changing will happen depends upon the, supply and demand, various conditions. Suppose some industry is getting sick, then they can create some measures to uplift. If some industry is flourishing like anything, they can create some more royalty and dead rent. And these are the rates of the royalty. How much? Because various minerals are having various. For example, apatite and rock phosphate. Apatite containing rock phosphate, that is actually apatite. What is 5%? Means 5% of the sale value. If apatite is sold at 500 rupees, then the royalty is 25 rupees. That is 5% of the sale value. And next, rock phosphate, about 25%. So rock phosphate, it contains a composition of P2O5. It is above 25%. Then it is called high grade rock phosphate. Then the royalty will be paid at the rate of 11%. For example, if the sale value of rock phosphate is 1000 rupees, then 11% means 110 rupees is the royalty. If P2O5 exceeds 25%. If P2O5 is less than 25%, for example, here it says about 25%, less than 25%, then the royalty is decreased to 6%. So actually, these rock phosphate end users are different actually. High grade is used for some industry, low grade is used for farm industry. For example, you take coal. Coal royalty is 7 rupees per ton for high grade, which is going for steel. And low grade, generally going for cement industry, it is the royalty is 5 rupees. So royalty varies on the mineral also depending upon the grade. This is one of the important. And the asbestos, that is rupees 850 per ton. Again, here it is not paid at the percentage of this grade, but asbestos sometimes, because these royalties may be paid according to the percentage of value or sometimes per ton also. It depends upon the central government. And next, chrysolite amphibolt, it is paid on the value basis, sale value basis, that is 15%. For example, if chrysolite amphibolt, it is a type of okay, and if it is sold at 1000 rupees, then the mine owner need to pay 150 rupees of chrysolite amphibolt per ton. Coming to the cadmium, so 15% of sale price and add value on basis. So that is called sale value. If it is 1000, then the royalty is 150. Similarly, calcite also. Calcite and cadmium almost same. So calcite is almost used for limestone industries. Okay. Chromite, this is basically for steel industry. 10% of the sale value. For example, if the cost of chromite is 1000, then the mine owner need to pay 100 rupees. Coal, just now we have discussed, this again depends upon the grade. For example, high grade coal means bituminous coal. It can be used by power industry, paid at 7 rupees per ton. Low grade coal is used by cement industries, paid at that royalty, paid at 5 rupees per ton. And diamond, 11 point, this is 11%, is not 11.5, sorry, I will write it 11.5%. So this is the, for example, diamond, you can't judge the sale price depending upon the carat. For example, this is again grade impacts. Grade also impacts. Okay. If the 24 carat gold, for example, that is diamond, it is paid at around 1 lakh, then royalty will be paid at 11.5%. Means 1 lakh in the 11.5% means almost 11,500. So coming to the rates of dead rent, these dead rents are different for different types of minerals. So in case of medium value, it is 2 times. In case of high value, it is 3 times. In case of precious, 4 times. So people are wonder, what are the medium value minerals? What are low value minerals? What are high value minerals? So this is different. Here I just given precious metals, that is gold, silver, diamond, ruby, sapphire. Then the 4 times the, just come back once again. You see, 4 times the rates. So dead rent is different, royalty is different. Okay. Dead rent is collected on the before opening of the mine. Mine owner wants mining lease, they have to pay. Because after once the production starts, they have to pay only royalty, not dead rent. Before starting of the production, they have to pay dead rent. So this is again varied for various minerals: precious, high value, medium value, low value. So that is 4%, 3%, 2%, and 1% descending order of the grade. So precious 4%. What are the precious metals? Means gold, silver, diamond, ruby, sapphire, emerald. All gemstones, you can consider like this. High value minerals: agate, gem, garnet, corundum, copper, lead, zinc. Apart from precious stones, or you can say what are the stones which we wear in the ring, all these ornaments, even copper, lead, zinc, asbestos considered as high value minerals. Coming to the medium value minerals: chromite, manganese, ore, kyanite, sillimanite, vermiculite, magnesite, wollastonite, perlite, diaspore, apatite, rock phosphate, fluorite, and barytes. These are all called medium minerals, in which it is considered as 2% of the value. High value 3%, precious stones 4%, and low value minerals means minerals other than precious stones, high value, and medium value. So other than these minerals, doesn't comes under precious, doesn't comes under high value. So just like what you can say, clay, all this comes under low value minerals. Okay. And today's class covers all about royalty, how much of the royalty to be paid by the mine owners towards the government, and what is the maximum extent of prospecting lease, what is the maximum extent of RP. Just now I told that RP, the maximum extent is 10,000 square kilometers, prospecting lease is 25 square kilometers, and mining lease is 10 square kilometers. Royalty varies from mineral to mineral, and also varies with the grade also. Similarly, dead rent varies with the value. For example, precious stones, it is 4 times, high value 3 times, medium value 2 times, low value, and maximum area just now we have discussed. Thank you.